Welcome, crypto fam, to the #1 daily Bitcoin pod. 93.5 is the new Bitcoin all-time high. In today's show, I'll be breaking down the latest technical analysis, as well as the latest from Plan B, creator of the Bitcoin stock-to-flow model, as well as breaking news as rumors continue to build up. Multiple cabinets pick support for a strategic Bitcoin reserve, multiple countries buying Bitcoin and haven't announced it. 5+ countries are looking to pass Bitcoin reserve laws. Plus 10 states will introduce strategic Bitcoin reserve legislation. We'll also be discussing Van Eck predicts Bitcoin to reach 180,000 for this cycle, as well as Bitcoin price can fast track to 100,000 here in Moonvember. In fact, we're so freaking close, 65 hundo away. We'll also be discussing Bitcoin hot on the heels of Google as market cap nears the coveted 2 million milestone, and the Bitcoin market cap just recently hit a new all-time high. Also interesting news, the FBI raids the home of Polymarket CEO Shane Copeland. That's right, the decentralized betting platform CEO was targeted in the morning FBI raid that seized his phone and electronics. We'll also be discussing on-chain analyst Willy Woo says Bitcoin is entering unfettered price discovery with the next price target now in play. I'll be breaking that down for you. We'll also be discussing the Bitcoin boom. Expert eyes 500,000 for the Bitcoin price, declaring 1 million absolutely within reach. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. All this plus so much more in today's show. Let's get right into things. If you're new to the channel, smash the likes, then hit the subscribe button. It's free and easy to do, and 40% of the people that watch are not subscribed. What are you guys doing with your life besides stacking the pity? But with that being shared, today is pod episode 1818. 1818, we're at 88,088. Infinity. Ultimately, it's saying the Bitcoin price will go up forever, Laura. The infinity price action. The price action of Bitcoin, which is infinity, is equivalent to the max supply of Ethereum, which is also infinity. Ironic enough. It's crazy how that works. But anyways, today is November 14th, 2024. I'm your host, JV, and beautiful morning here in Puerto Rico, streaming to you live. Let's kick it off with our market watch as we do each and every day. Everything back in the red, minus XRP. Minus XRP and BNB and WIF and Pepe. Bitcoin's correcting 5% on the day. We got Ether down 6.5, maintaining above 3 Gs. And checking out CoinMarketCap, we just recently hit 3 trillion, which is on the cusp of new all-time high. Today it's 2.91 trillion. Big volume, 274 billion in the past 24 hours. With Bitcoin dominance should be close to 60%. Today it's 59.8%. Ether dominance back on the decline at 12.7%. Checking out top 100 crypto gainers of the past 24 hours. Today, MOG leading the pack. Looks like a meme coin, up 15%. And then, of course, Peanut the squirrel, who they decapitated. Very sad story, but his essence will forever live along with us. And they made a meme coin out of him, and he's up 1,300% on the week and another 10% on the day. And yesterday was the top gainer in the market, and it's already the number 50th largest crypto by market cap in the world. It eclipsed $2 billion, I believe, yesterday at the market cap. Yep. And today is just shy of 2 billion. But which alts, if any, fam, are you bullish on for the bull? Holla at your boy. And checking out the crypto bubbles, we get a visual perspective on the day. Most of the market back in the red after having a glorious past week, to say the least. And zooming out on the month, the majority of these alts are in the green. And checking out the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, we're finally in extreme greed at an 88. And how many 88s are we seeing today? Price action is 88. Yeah, I mean, extreme greed, 88. And the higher this number goes, the more likely of a pullback. And lo and behold, like clockwork, we're having a little bit of a pullback, and we're in extreme greed at an 88. You can see we've been in either greed or extreme greed for the past month off the back of the bull. And checking out the time chain calendar, we have 179,707 blocks into the next halving of 2028. And we're currently on block 870,293. You can currently exchange $1 for 1,103 sats. Again, $1 will buy you 1,103 sats. If you don't know, you can purchase any amount of Bitcoin. You don't got to be a whole coiner and have 87,000 or whatever the price is today to consider yourself a Bitcoiner. You can buy $5 worth, $10 worth. One Bitcoin can be divided by 100 million Satoshis. And by the time one Satoshi is equivalent to $1 US, one Bitcoin will be equivalent to $100 million. Just saying. Stack them sats accordingly, fam. Well, let's continue with the technical analysis. Check out some of the live charts and check out where the price action is likely going next. Headline reads, Bitcoin analysts brace for six figures. Brace yourself, bears. As the Bitcoin price seals 93.5, a new all-time high record, which we achieved all-time high live during our stream. That's right. As you can see here in the 1 hour chart. And congratulations to all the Bitcoiners out there. Virtually all of you are in profit unless you decided to buy at the top of 93.5, as we currently just corrected to 88, but you see the point. Yeah, TradingView showed volatility still present after Bitcoin notched 93.5 on Bitstamp, Coinbase, and that's the ballpark on most of the major exchanges. This came during the Wall Street trading session on the back of the latest U.S. inflation data. The October print of the CPI fell in line with expectations at 2.6%, while nonetheless still increasing, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, as outlined here. And despite implications for financial policy as a result, Bitcoin held steady, lads, managing a brief thrust above the 90,000 mark. Yes, that's right. Markets continue to bet on another interest rate cut by the Fed with the odds at over 80%, and I believe that's going to take place next month in December, right around the corner. Reacting crypto market commentator shared the following: CPI in line. See you at 100,000 Bitcoin next week. Now, Max Kaiser recently tweeted that he believes we'll be at 100,000 by Friday. And I saw Andrew Tate do something similar, but he's like, we'll be at 100,000 on the 16th, which I believe is Saturday, Sat Stack and Saturday. Either way you slice it, we will be ushering in 100,000 during our live, whether it's during the pod or a pump watch. So brace yourself, bears. Brace yourself. Quoting Mikhail Van de Pop, CPI is higher as inflation rises to 2.6%. So laughable, as if, are we still pretending inflation is under control at 2.6%? More like maybe, what does the food prices reflect? Maybe 20% in the past year? So I think that is insanity. But nonetheless, yeah, let's just entertain the BS. First initial response is the yields are falling down and the Bitcoin rallies upwards. Today it's PPI day, but I expect the yields to go up as the Fed is expected to keep the rates as they are. Now, 200,000 top joins Bitcoin price predictions. What are your thoughts on that? Quoting another analyst, Scoo, he says, flow is pretty slow and declining volume during the Asia session. And in one of his quick takes, Crypto Quant shared, notably, the on-chain top-bottom index had declined to the top levels that registered during the 73,000 price point back in March, signaling significant room for potential upside. The result was Bitcoin could potentially rise from its current level of 93 to reach a peak between 180 and 200,000. Let me know if you agree or disagree with the analyst. And before we pull up the live charts, here's what Plan B, creator of the Bitcoin stock to flow model, updated us with. Bitcoin realized cost price, which you can see here in the chart with the black line, 2-year realized price, you can see in the blue line, 5 million realized price. You can see in the yellow line increasing sharply, just like in 2013, 2017, and 2020, 2021. Deja vu, TikTok. Next block. And quoting Dennis Porter, here are the rumors he keeps hearing. I keep hearing them as well. Multiple cabinet picks support a strategic Bitcoin reserve. Multiple countries are buying the biddy. Just haven't announced it yet, including a Middle Eastern nation, according to Max. 5+ countries are looking to pass a Bitcoin reserve law, and 10+ states will introduce strategic Bitcoin reserve legislation. I know one of them, I believe, is going to be Florida, as well as many other states. And yeah, game theory playing out in full effect. He says some of these rumors are true, and I can personally verify them. You will see some of them begin to be verified tomorrow. In this post, let's see what day it was originally on. The 14th. So tomorrow is the 15th. So by Friday, maybe Dennis Porter and Max Kaiser and Andrew Tate know something the rest of the masses don't know. Maybe the big announcement is going to be shared tomorrow from whatever nation secretly acquiring and stacking the biddy. Let me know your thoughts. More bullishness. Van Eck predicts, major asset management firm, Bitcoin to reach 180,000 this cycle. I'd say that's easy peasy, even in a bear scenario. They say we will likely to make repeated all-time highs over the next 2 quarters, which would ultimately mean the finish, I guess, Q4 and maybe the first quarter of 2025, potentially the second quarter. Let me know your thoughts. And pulling up some of the live charts, let's check out some of the price action and what's happening right now via TradingView, via Coinbase. This is the 1-hour chart. We do have a target, which is bullish, sitting at 97,000, which will take us to a new all-time high on the cusp of the 6-figure milestone. And from the 1 hour, we'll zoom out for the Quattro hour, 4 hour. That's right. JV speaking a little Spanish. Bitcoin's currently trading at 88.4. Overall, still looking very bullish, but we do have that corrective 4-hour candle you can see on your chart. And zooming out from the 4 hour, we'll check out a 1 day. And Gary Gensler didn't even have to wear his toupee. I had to say it was a good day. Darn it. Yeah, so, yeah, very bullish since November 5th. Virtually every day has been a green daily candle close, and some of them very impressive on the cusp of God candles, which we define as 10K daily candles. We really define as demigod candles, which in between 5 and 10 G's. Pretty impressive. We had 2 of them in the past week. You know what I mean? And we had like an $8,000 price jump of the price action, which broke history, the largest price jump in fiat terms we have ever seen since the inception of Bitcoin. And zooming out from the daily, we'll take a quick look at a 1 week chart. We still have the sexy cup and handle target. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4, I'd say 3 of the last 4 weekly closes have been impressive green. Monthly or weekly candle closes, and of course we're in Q4, so I expect more bullishness to continue here in Moonvember. We're halfway through the month. We do have a target sitting at 124,000. And zooming out from the weekly, we take a quick look at the monthly chart, as you can see on your screen. And yeah, this Moonvember candle continues to build. It's already the size of the previous 2 months combined, and we're only halfway through the month. So there you go. Yo, let me know where you feel this price action will likely take us next for this month of November, Moonvember, in full effect. Next, let's discuss 100K income in any day. Like I said, Max Kaiser says by Friday. Andrew Tate says by Saturday. It could happen anytime now. The excitement has surrounded us. We already tapped 93.5. Next logical milestone is going to be 100K. So let me know your thoughts. Bitcoin surpassed 90 G's, record high November 13th, just over a week after Trump won the 2024 presidential election. Bitcoin's over 100%. Year-to-date rally has outshined most traditional financial assets, according to the chief analyst at BitGet. November, or Moonvember, is historically known as the best month for the Bitty returns, and Bitcoin could be on track to 100 G's. Let me rephrase that. Bitcoin is on track to 100 G's. 6 figs all day, quoting Lee here. If history repeats itself and Bitcoin price grows as projected, a 15% from the current price level will push the coin well above 100,000 target for the month. The post-halving cycle trend is also very positive when projecting the future of Bitcoin. Here's the 1 month chart. We're up $22,000 right now in the past 30 days. That's with the correction right now at 88. $22,000 gains. That means we were just up 27,000 yesterday in 1 month. Let that one sink in. Bitcoin is already up over 20% on the month of Moonvember, when it has historically averaged over 44% monthly returns. We're only halfway there. We got a lot more climbing to do, ladies and gents. The analyst predictions come after Bitcoin staged the best weekly return since the U.S. banking crisis of March 2023, with the world's first crypto topping 90 G's to set new record highs. And again, 93.5 is the current all-time high. Other analysts are also bullish on the Bitcoin price trajectory leading into next year. Bitfinex analysts believe that a Trump victory will spur crypto adoption in the world's largest economy, setting up Bitcoin for a break above 100 G's within months. I'd say within days. Bitfinex analysts shared, predicting the price is a difficult bet, but we expect Bitcoin to have limited downside now given the bullish impetus, plus the fact that we have avoided a recession, which at one point looked highly plausible. We expect the Bitty to range and accumulate a bit, and in our view, a target of 100 G's in a few months doesn't seem too far-fetched. Let me know if you agree or disagree. I think it'll happen any day. I think it may happen today. It may happen tomorrow. It may happen Saturday. Let me know your thoughts. And beyond Trump's upcoming presidency, Bitcoin's main catalysts include expectations of continued interest rate cuts in the U.S. and Bitcoin's reduced supply issues issuance after the 2024 halving. Currently, there's only 450 Bitcoin being minted and awarded to the miners each and every day. Yesterday, I got word BlackRock purchased 5,000 Bitcoin. That's like 11 or 12x the current supply, one institution. Supply shock incoming. Mark my words. Despite optimistic predictions, the crypto market may need deleveraging before Bitcoin can surpass 100,000, according to some. Leverage needs to be cleaned up before the attack on 100 Gs. Please manage your risk carefully. Let me know if you agree, disagree, and that's coming from Crypto Quant. Bitcoin's estimated leverage ratio across all crypto exchanges stood at 0.215, which marks a high last seen in October of 2023. So there you go, crypto bro. But yeah, let's continue with the headlines. Bitcoin approaching a 2 trillion market cap, all-time high on the heels of overpassing Google. That's right. Bitcoin's market cap trading steady above 90 Gs. Its market cap exceeded the world's biggest oil producer, Saudi Aramco, and has come closer to the tech Goliaths. That's right. November 14, Bitcoin recorded a market cap 1.81 trillion, a new all-time high. Congratulations, brothers and sisters, making it the 7th biggest asset in the world. We're coming for you, Google. We're coming for you, Amazon, Microsoft, Apple, Nvidia, and gold. You don't stand a chance. And you can see the gold market cap currently sitting just above 17.2 trillion. So another 8x for Bitcoin to overtake gold. Send it. Bitcoin passed silver November 12th. Sayonara, try tomorrow, silver, to rank the top 8 assets while trading at a market price of 89.5. Continuing the bullish momentum, Bitcoin price surged above 91 Gs 2 days later, overshadowing Saudi Aramco, the largest oil company of the world. The entire crypto market cap is currently roughly 3 trillion, making it the 8th largest in gross domestic product terms, behind the US, China, Germany. I bet you they feel sorry for losing billions by selling their Bitcoin stash at 50 Gs. Just have to throw that in there. Japan, India, the UK, and France, according to data from the International Monetary Fund. FDIMF. We don't need them. Bitcoin stands behind Alphabet, the parent company of Google, which boosts a near 2.2 trillion market cap. So that will be the next one Bitcoin overpasses, and that can happen any day now. The top 5 assets, as I mentioned, gold, Nvidia, Apple, Microsoft, and Amazon. Now think of this. There's already rumors that Microsoft may be adopting Bitcoin. Imagine that, what that would do for Bitcoin if they pulled the sailor put like MicroStrategy. What if Apple did that, or Nvidia, or any of these other giants such as Amazon? Or what if they accepted Bitcoin as a form of payment on Amazon, saving all the merchant fees and passing that savings on to the customers, being it's the largest retail marketplace in the world? I would assume Amazon is even larger than Walmart, hence why we don't see Walmart in the top list right here. So if any of these Goliaths adopt Bitcoin, game on. Game on. Ethereum follows the Bitcoin footsteps. Based on the current market, Bitcoin would have to almost double its market cap to beat the tech giants in the list. Even then, the market cap of gold would be about 5 times that of Bitcoin. More than that, but close enough. Keeping up with Bitcoin, the Ether market cap also continues to rise. Ethereum recently passed the Bank of America as its market price reached 3,200 on November 10th. And as of November 14th, Ethereum stands as the 29th largest asset in the world in terms of market cap. In the last 4 days, it also surpassed the market cap of Netflix and Johnson & Johnson. Johnson & Johnson's where Diddy was getting all that baby oil. Just saying, no Diddy around yonder. A headline caught my eye, and I found this interesting. FBI raids home of the Polymarket CEO, Shane Copeland. Now, if you're not familiar with Polymarket, it's the largest prediction market for betting. And we were following it the night of the election and how it was ultimately right in alignment with the Bitcoin price action, the bigger the Trump lead versus Harris, which was very fascinating. So I want to read this story. The U.S. FBI raided the home of Polymarket CEO Shane Copeland November 13th, seizing his phone and electronics. Now, first and foremost, my first instinct, that's extremely messed up. Why in the world would they do that? They think he maybe got some insider information? I don't know. Let's continue to read. Copeland was woken up at 6 a.m. in New York by U.S. law enforcement officials. Why are they going to come so early and wake you up? damn it, who demanded he hand over his phone and electronics. The New York Post reported, citing a source close to the matter. The Polymarket spokesperson confirmed the incident, calling the raid obvious political retribution figures by the outgoing Biden administration for providing a market that correctly called the 2024 presidential election. That's my initial instinct as well. The Biden administration raided his house, sent the FBI there because they're upset that Trump got the win and they predicted the win. And Polymarket did not help Kamala, as by the end of the election, we looked at it. It was like 97% in Trump's favor to win with 3% in Harris. And when it started the day, it was like 60-40, and it just kept instrumentally building throughout the evening. We witnessed it. We did a live election pump watch, and we were monitoring the Bitcoin price and how it all correlates. But anyways, quoting them here, we charge no fees, take no trading positions, and allow observers from around the world to analyze all market data as a public good. We look forward to standing up for ourselves and our community and continuing to help people every day. People understand important world events. The FBI did not arrest Copeland. They just seized his assets. That's kind of crazy, right? And here's what Shane, the CEO, wrote. It is discouraging that the current administration will seek to a last-ditch effort to go after companies they deem to be associated with political opponents. We are deeply committed to being nonpartisan, and today is no different. But the incumbents should do some self-reflecting and recognize that taking a more pro-business, pro-startup approach may be what would have changed their fate this election. Polymarket has provided value to tens of millions of people this election cycle while causing harm to nobody. We are deeply proud of that. I am also proud to say that the future of America, in particular America entrepreneurship, has never been brighter. In the face of adversity, we build, and even hit him with the American Eagle emoji. Whoa. Now, a person close to the matter described Copeland's incident as grand political theater, quoting him here. They could have asked his lawyer for any of these things. Instead, they staged a so-called raid so they can leak it to the media and use it for obvious political reasons. And that makes 100% sense to me. Let me know if you disagree. The New York Post source speculated the government is likely trying to build a case that accuses Polymarket of market manipulation and rigging its polls in favor of Trump. Unbelievable. So anyways, Polymarket saw $3.7 billion worth of bets placed on the presidential election winner. Damn. Which prompted critics to call out the platform's influence. U.S. residents are banned from placing bets on the platform, but Americans can circumvent that prohibition through a VPN. Polymarket was repeatedly checking to ensure whales placing big bets in the lead up were based overseas, and prior to Polymarket's rise in popularity, it reached 1.4 million settlement with the U.S. commodities regulator back in January of 2022 for offering more than 900 event-based binary options, event market, without obtaining registration. So there you have it, yo. Let me know your thoughts on that. And how many of you are using Polymarket, or do use that as a source? Let me know. Next story. Let's discuss the latest from on-chain analyst Willy Woo. His roadmap of how Bitcoin is going to perform here this cycle, and then we'll dive into a $500,000 prediction, and then we'll tap into some live Q&A, and we'll move on to the uncensored extended version of the pod. But yeah, the headline here reads, on-chain analyst Willy Woo says Bitcoin is entering unfettered price discovery with the next price target now in play. Willy Woo is leaning bullish on the Bitty amid the flagship crypto asset rapid advance over the past couple of days. Woo shared on X that while Bitcoin is primed to go higher, the targets that Bitcoin could potentially hit can only be determined by extrapolation, quoting the analyst here. When Bitcoin breaks into all-time highs, there is no prior history of resistances for the market to trade around. This means price goes into unfettered price discovery. Expect wild swings. Precisely what we've been seeing. In these situations, we have two guidelines to find new resistances. We have the Fibonacci bands using magic numbers seen in nature and real liquidation levels of market positions. Personally, I love the Fibs. Fibonacci bands is a technical analysis tool that uses the Fibonacci numbers in a combination with the Bollinger bands and as an indicator used to determine overbought or oversold conditions, as well as measuring the volatility. And according to Willy Woo, Bitcoin is likely to appreciate by around 16% from the current level after a period of consolidation. Quoting him here, 88 to 91,000 was the first target. We hit it. Consolidation should happen here. This is both from local Fibonacci levels and liquidation levels where most of the shorts have been taken out. It is the end of compulsory buying from short sellers getting cold. 102,000 is the next macro Fibonacci level using the last cycle high and this cycle low. Let's see where the new liquidation clusters around. But for now, that's our next target based on Fibonacci numbers. So there you go, 102. Next big target according to the Fibs. Let me know if you agree or disagree with Willy Woo. Now for our feature story of the day. Bitcoin bitty bitty boom. Expert eyes $500,000 Bitcoin and declares a $1 million target absolutely within reach. Keyword, absolutely in reach. As you can read here in the headline, Bitwise's Matt Hougan predicts 500 G's, baby. As Bitcoin's maturity threshold with $1 million absolutely possible as the Bitcoin price rises to compete with gold. Do you hear that, Peter Schiff? Did anyone give a wellness check to Peter Schiff yesterday when we hit 93.5? He wrote like an essay. I was going to even read it out loud because I saw he tweeted something about Bitcoin yesterday, but it was like an essay. It was like 10,000 words, so I wasn't going to read that crap. But anyways, Matt Hougan, Chief Investment Officer at Bitwise Asset Management, shared his perspective on the Bitcoin trajectory in a blog post Tuesday, arguing that despite the recent price surges, the digital asset remains in its early stages until it reaches the coveted 500,000 milestone. That's 500 G's, baby. Ultimately 5x where we're at. Hougan opened his analysis by noting it is no longer the first inning, but until Bitcoin hits 500 G's, it's still early. He highlighted Bitcoin's recent price milestone, showing a substantial 100% increase this year. That's right, 100%. Not too shabby. Though he acknowledged the potential for the price volatility, Hougan expressed optimism about the further growth, sharing the following. The market may pull back by the time we publish. It has come so far, so fast. But 100,000 feels like it could be right around the corner. He assured that investors still have time to enter the market and experience gains in the long term. Now, the executive defined 500,000 as a crucial point for Bitcoin's maturity, sharing the following. In my view, 500 per coin is the correct demarcation between early and late for a very simple reason. It marks the point where Bitcoin would be mature. That's what's up. So what is he saying? Is Ethereum immature? Maybe it is. Definitely the dollar. This outlook is based on Bitcoin's potential to reach a status similar to that of gold in the store value market. And if you missed yesterday's pod, Max Kaiser made a bold prediction. He was on Alex Jones via InfoWars before they confiscated his studio here today. And he shared that Bitcoin is mathematically guaranteed to reach $800,000 in a similar concept because it's going to overtake gold as it's superior in every way. Now, as Bitcoin acceptance grows, Hougan envisions it gaining parity with gold, which has an 18 trillion market cap compared to Bitcoin at roughly 2 trillion, which is the recent all-time high. So why 500 G's? He was asked, explaining, today gold is an 18 trillion market cap and Bitcoin is roughly 2 trillion. That puts the store value market at roughly 20 trillion. A mature Bitcoin would be at a minimum share this market equally with gold. Let me know if you agree or disagree. The Bitwise exec further noted that there are roughly 20 million Bitcoins in circulation, with 1 million more expected to be issued over the next 100 years. He added that when Bitcoin attains a valuation of 500,000 per coin, it represents about half of the store value market, equivalent to the gold share, meaning that until then, it's still early, still bottom of the first, fam. Hougan also predicted that even greater heights beyond this threshold, stating, ultimately, I think we will go higher. My 500,000 target is based on Bitcoin eating into gold's market share, when in reality, I think it will actually grow the overall market. He suggested that the market may expand as governments increase debt and currency production, ultimately inflating the value of stores of value like Bitcoin, he concluded. Could we see a $1 million Bitcoin or higher? Absolutely. But 500,000 feels like a good start. Send it. Let me know if you agree, disagree with Matt Hougan. And yeah, 500K, 1 milli. And as I shared earlier, I just want to reiterate these rumors, which Dennis says he has verified. He says, I can personally verify them. You'll see some of them begin to be verified tomorrow. Again, big news. Multiple cabinet picks support a strategic Bitcoin reserve, such as here in the United States. Multiple countries are buying Bitcoin and haven't announced it yet. Max Kaiser said the same thing. 5+ countries are looking to pass Bitcoin reserve laws. Let's go. 5 more countries. Bring it. And 10+ states will introduce strategic Bitcoin reserve legislation, such as we've seen some big news coming out of Florida recently. Let me know your thoughts off the back of some of this news, and where do you think the Bitcoin price action is likely to take us next as we recapture 89 Gs. Holla at your boy and let me know. And welcome everyone to the live stream. This is the Q&A segment of the live show.